There's a lot of pressure to wear the right clothes for every situation. But the clothes don't make the man. With Mack Weldon, you can build a wardrobe that looks polished in any setting and tells the world that you stay you wherever you go. Go to MackWeldon.com and get 25% off your first order of $125 or more with promo code MACK25. That's MackWeldon.com, promo code MACK25.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station. Good morning on a Monday. Philly Joe and Vicki. The time now 6:08.
I'm proud to announce it's Pink Floyd week around here. The Sunday Night Vinyl Series, a week from yesterday, will support the 50th anniversary of Wish You Were Here. It's hard to believe that some of these iconic albums are hitting 50 years already.
Yeah.
Can make you feel old, to be honest.
Wow.
Pink Floyd, not so much, but it's albums like anything like Nirvana.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
You're just like,
When the
whoa.
90s stuff starts getting
Yes.
memorialized and such, yeah, not good.
That's where you're like, holy cow, man! I was in my prime when those albums were breaking. What the hell's going on? Fun weekend out of the Banjo Bowl. We were out. Hanging out at Princess Auto Stadium. Not the result we were looking for, but the Banjo Bowl never disappoints as far as a party goes.
I will say I was a little shocked at you, Vicki.
Here it comes.
No, I'm telling you, we had a great time. The party started in the, when we walked in. Parking was at a premium, even if you had a parking pass. You actually came in with your friend through a park and ride.
Yeah, we did the, what do you call it? Rapid transit.
Rapid transit.
Smooth. Yeah. Holy smokes. And a lot of people taking advantage of it. Yeah, it was great.
That's the way to go.
And then after halftime, we said we had to go see some people. I think it was section 125, somewhere around there. And then somehow we still ended up at the Rum Hut before we ended up leaving the building.
It's like a vortex. It just sucks you in, doesn't it?
It's
Because
totally
we walked through there too, yeah.
It's totally the opposite end of where we were supposed to be going home. So I said, listen, there's no way I'm doing the Hamilton home game in the back-to-back with you again. I just can't do it. It's a lot.
It is a vortex is a great word. It's a social event vortex. Because,
yes.
And you said on Friday, Vicki, that you run into so many people that you know at the Banjo Bowl. Like, it's like everybody, how did you phrase it? Everybody you went to high school with? Everybody
remember
you
that
ever
show,
worked
like,
with?
This Is Your Life, where it's kind of like that. You see people, elementary school, that person you used to work with, your friend's ex-boyfriend, everyone's there.
The original Facebook, the Banjo Bowl.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Hey, Big Daddy Trucker here. This is for the city of Winnipeg. I drive under that Selkirk Bridge 3-4 times a week. Same trailer. Why does the lights on when I'm going westbound tell me I'm over height? Sets off the lights, and I know I'm not over height, but eastbound the lights don't go off. They need to do some adjusting there. Kind of a pain in the butt taking that off ramp to go around and up and over in the midday traffic. Oh, and by the way, my first name is Jules. I beat you guys in the name game.
Jules,
All
damn
right.
you.
Big Daddy out.
Yeah, Jules, you got us.
Big Daddy Trucker, a.k.a. Jules.
I'll tell you, we would have had a better chance guessing Big Daddy Trucker than Jules. That just was not on the radar. But, hey, a dub's a dub. Way to go, Jules, and thanks for the call.
If you got the word out, somebody will get that fixed, I'm sure.
Bone Phone always seems to get things done. By the way, can I just say, Vicki, since you jumped aboard this show, the Bone Phone has been insane. I don't know if the two, but it was like, and just in case people are wondering, like, where's my call? I always like to put it out there that there are so many calls every day, and we try to get to them throughout the week lots of times.
Good problem to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you've never called it before, try calling. We'd
Sure.
love to hear from some newbies, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I don't remember Big Daddy Trucker calling before, and thank God you priorized this call, because that call runs in a week. That could have been fixed already without us getting any credit from the Bone Phone.
That's very true. Okay, a complaint here about intersections, or a specific intersection.
This goes out to the guy that was driving on Brent in his gray half cut, and They're down to one lane there because I guess they're milling the old asphalt off.
Mm-hmm.
The traffic's starting to build up, and I'm sitting at the light trying to turn on the grant. Anyway, long story short, the light's starting to change, so you need to drive right in the middle of the intersection. So, blocking me and this other gentleman now at the other corresponding me to get across. Last time I checked, you're not supposed to go through the intersection unless you're going to make the light. I don't know if that's 100% right, but then I tap my horn, and you shrug your shoulders like, oh, sorry. No! You don't go through the intersection if you can't make it. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Sometimes you enter thinking you're going to get through and you don't. We've all been there. That's the sit in shame. I'm not going to make eye contact or look up. Just put my head down because you're embarrassed.
The people crossing the road are just looking at you. You're like tuning the radio.
It's one thing if you're trying, though, and there's 2 lanes, you can get in. But he's talking about a situation where one's under construction. So you're really playing the odds.
God, yeah.
Trying to get into one lane. At least sometimes, you loop over out of the intersection. You go, phew, I'm out of the way.
Yeah.
All right. Rager called complaining about school zones. In and around schools and the traffic and trying to drop your kids off and a lack of parking and everything else. Well, we got to reply to that.
Good morning, team. I'm calling. I need to respond to Rager's call. Rager's really upset about the congestion and the problem dropping the kids off in school and suggesting that maybe the school can do more. And wow, that's a trigger for me. Instead, I suggest that as a parent, you make a better plan to make it better for you. So, for example, drop the kids off 3 blocks away where it's not congested. Make a plan. Get together with some other parents. Find some parents with some 10-year-olds. Drop them all off 3 blocks away.
I do witness a lot of that. Like when I'm driving away from the school, I'll see kids walking a couple of blocks to then get their ride home.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I've got the Rock and Ralph plan. Don't drive them at all. That seemed to work well in my house. Dad, can you give us a ride? No.
All right, it's a loud guy with a cool phone call here. I like this.
Good morning, PJ and V. I want to say I'm doing some roads this morning, and I get to see kids that are like standing and waiting for the bus. So as I drive by, they give me the fist pump in the air. They want me to blast my horn. I'll tell you what, every time I see a kid do that, I feel more than obligated to do that. This morning I do that. These kids, I blast the horn, just like that. And I'll tell you what, they were excited. They actually high-fived each other.
Oh,
that
nice.
makes my day. Right on.
I bet that does.
I love that that's passed through the generations, that kids still know that that's a thing.
Yeah.
What age should it end, though? Like, I think as an adult, I think I got to do that now. Next time I'm out there. I used to love doing that as a kid.
My wife, not so much anymore, but we'd be on a highway trip and she would do it.
Still, as an adult?
As an adult, yeah.
Then it's got to be good to go still.
Yeah, well, maybe some truckers can tell us, do they want adults doing that to them? Okay, you knew this was coming here after a tough Bomber loss. Some frustration, yeah.
You know what the most frustrating thing about the whole Bombers thing is now? I mean, it's not that they're losing, or it's that everyone saw this coming for the last 2 years. You know, dwindling talent on the O-line, on, DBs, on the D-line. Colaro's play was regressing. None of this is a surprise. And of all years to not try and address it in the off-season, like when you have a Grey Cup here, that's the most frustrating part. I mean, I don't blame the players. I don't even blame O'Shea. I mean, he's got his faults, but Walters dropped the ball big time last off-season.
Okay, you're going to get comments like that. I would just say it's a very fine balance. When you've got a team that's used to winning and has won a lot, is when do you start to retool? What do you retool? What changes do you make?
I think the Grey Cup year played a lot in some decisions because after getting there 5 straight years, a lot of times you will obviously stay with a lot of people that got you to the dance, and that gets tricky when age plays and health. Mm-hmm. Because we could talk about Zach Collaros and his situation, but we picked him up after a concussion, if you remember. That's the only reason Toronto let him go, and the timing was perfect for Winnipeg, and unfortunately, they might be discussing the end of his career real soon because of neck and head injuries, right? But, there's a few flaws in this team, but I'll tell you, you wouldn't have thought about that at the Banjo Bowl. As I mentioned the other day, it's one of those games you got to record if you're going to the game to watch.
Yeah, I was going to say, who was even watching it?
Not one person I saw leaving that building was discussing the loss. It was the weirdest thing.
Hey, everybody, it's Nicole Byer here with some hot takes from Wayfair. A cozy corduroy sectional from Wayfair? Yeah, that's a hot take. Go on and add it to your cart and take it. A pink glam nightstand from Wayfair? Scalding hot take. Take it before I do. A mid-century modern cabinet from Wayfair that doubles as a wine bar? Do I have to say it? It's a hot take. Get it at Wayfair.com and enjoy that free shipping, too.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
I got to say thank you, Vicki, because with everything going on yesterday, the NFL, first NFL Sunday of the season, unbelievable, did not disappoint. And then my kids' hockey tryouts, like a lot of people getting underway. So there's just so much going on. I would have never thought to check out the VMAs.
I watched it twice this morning while I was getting ready.
Oh, I watched some of it last night, too.
Just the Ozzy tribute.
It snuck up on me, though. Like it was on network television on a Sunday night when most award shows happen, but I didn't see any advertising or any kind of it on social media to remind us that it was on.
It's just on... it's not as big as it used to be, hey? That used to be the thing. Like, think of all of those iconic pop culture moments that have happened at that show.
Nirvana, Rage Against the Machine, because there used to be actually rock at it. Now, very rarely now is there.
You don't even have to watch anymore because of the part we really wanted to see. We got to see. You didn't have to watch 3 hours of it to get to the shot.
And what we're all talking about here is the tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. So we had Youngblood, who's just, I swear, I mean, there's going to be a segment of the population that was crazy about Youngblood before Ozzy passed away, but he's such a huge fan of Ozzy and Black Sabbath that since Ozzy's passing, he's just, he had that unbelievable performance at the farewell, Back to the Beginning. Got a lot of notoriety for his performance of Changes at that. And then last night, I mean, goosebump-inducing performances here. Let's play a little bit here. So, and then, on with the song. Vicki, you weren't crazy about his performance of Crazy Train.
You know what? It was okay. I didn't think... I thought he nailed Changes, though. He really found his voice there.
Oh,
and, like you said, goosebumps. Yeah, for sure.
I got to wonder, too, like in real life when he's not up on a stage. I mean, that screaming, that voice, that gravel sound in there, how much toned down it is. Like, he just seems to have that energy. You don't want to be looking into your remote, though, and running Youngblood. I mean, that Rob Lowe movie might pop up before Youngblood video because he spells it differently.
So he gets a mulligan from me because of his obvious passion for Ozzy.
Totally. He was even wearing Ozzy's cross.
Oh, yeah. Great stuff.
Speaking of voices, Steven Tyler joined in. I was a little worried about him because he's had all those vocal issues in the past, but he was hitting those high notes. Sounded pretty good by the end of it.
Let's play a tiny bit of Steven Tyler doing Mama, I'm Coming Home here.
Change in time.
little worried about.
Yeah,
He didn't sound too great, but he finds it.
He started wonky.
They had some good harmonies.
Yeah.
Well,
Here it comes.
You told me lies, but I can't stand to say goodbye. Mama, I'm coming home. Now listen.
We're listening.
It could be right, it could be wrong. It hurts so bad, it's been so long.
There it is.
Yeah, he found it there.
Yeah.
Well, listen, with some auto-tune and one night, Joe Perry was hinting that he would like to do sort of one farewell night, too. And I'm sure Steven Tyler can work for one more night. Might be tough doing a tour.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of those guys with that raspy voice getting backup singers now that take care of the high end.
Yeah.
So
The high end is where he still shines, though,
Yeah,
which
well,
is
at
kind of
that-
surprising.
Yeah,
hey?
I agree with that.
So it'd be
I'd love
interesting
to see them again. Yeah.
I think we all would. It just, at the end of the day, it was nice to see a proper salute to Ozzy Osbourne.
Absolutely.
Because you had to wonder. With the VMAs, you just never know, but it was well done. Again, you've got it up at the 92.1 City Facebook page, right, Vicki? Mm-hmm. Awesome.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
This is on the text line as well, because we asked during the Bone Phone, is it cool as an adult to request the horn from a trucker?
And Leo texted in and saying, it's good to go. I'm guessing at a certain age, you might have a problem lifting that shoulder very high. But as long as you can get the motion going, they'll
Just
know.
do it waist level.
He says he's been a trucker for 26 years. And even if you're an adult, of course it's okay. I would blow the horn, even if it was a grandpa or grandma, Leo. Wow.
Yeah.
So there is-
It's going to get boring, driving all the time. It's kind of nice. That mixes it up a little bit.
Damn
Isn't
right.
it kind? It must be a great acknowledgement for them too,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of like, hey, you're one of our heroes.
An appreciation of what you do. And this started with some kids doing it
Yeah.
at a waiting for the school bus, and they high-fived after they got it. Like, great start to the day.
Speaking of school buses, the same kind of thing. If you're getting that wave from one of those kids in the back window or a group of kids, and you're in the car right behind them or vehicle, you got to wave back. That's acknowledgement.
My brother got suspended when he was in high school for mooning somebody out the back of one of those buses.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
CCR, never a bad time for CCR. It'll get you tapping your toe. A toe tapper.
Thank you, Vicki.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was the call we got last
every
week
time
on the
Fogarty
Bone
comes
Phone.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Play some CCR.
That's
He's
a
my
true story.
guy.
Before Vicki got here, there was no CCR being played.
Unheard of, that band. What a breakthrough for John Fogerty. Hey, I will say this, all kidding aside, because I talked to Howard Manshine last week, and he said, Joey, working on a special with John Fogerty. Had some great questions and great answers. I learn every day. That was Howard.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I can't wait to hear that. I'm sure some of that will be on our Seeker app. If you haven't downloaded that, do so.
Yeah, get Seeker. Absolutely. I think we should just, it's a Monday morning. Give Vicki credit for things that that maybe she doesn't deserve the credit for, but what the hell? Let's get at it this morning. By the way, this was a night, because I mentioned the Bone Phone. I don't know what it is, if it's just a coincidence, but it's been piled up since you got here, Vicki. And someone said phone messages and texts up since Vicki joined the team. No kidding. I listen a lot, and Vicki has tons of her own followers. Add to that, Philly and Joe. It's a power team. Also, Bombers, I have faith. It'll come together. Go Blue. Have a great week. PJV. Thank you for that nice message.
Nice text on a Monday. Nice to see somebody's not giving up on the Bombers either. Yeah, that's
I'll
good.
tell you right now, your approval rating. You should think about politics. Is that like about 99.9%?
Yeah. CCR's never been bigger. We got all kinds of nice messages
that's
coming
very
in.
nice.
La Burger Week, I know you get out to a few more spots than Joe and I do.
Yeah.
Just, life or whatever. But did you enjoy it this year?
You know what I did? I used to do one every day. I was really hardcore about it. I only got to 4. Only 4.
In a week.
Yeah.
Because it used to be longer.
I know. It used to be 2 weeks, which is nice because you can spread it out a little bit. I didn't really have that much time to check out too many, but you know what? Each one that I had, really great. Saucers had a great dessert burger. I hope you got a chance to taste it because, woof, it was good. And North Star Burger.
Yeah,
on McGregor.
You've
Man,
come
oh,
out of
man.
that. You've come out of that experience telling us that. Well, basically, you said you got to bring. We all got to go together, is what you told us.
They have Sweet Dreams are made of cheese. It was their Burger Week burger from a few years back in my introduction to them. And I've been back every summer since because, man, I don't know what cheese they use, but it's good.
Annie Lennox might have a comeback after that burger, too.
The Philly, Joe, and Vicki podcast.
Just want to mention this because I don't know, the reports are coming just off of when we do traffic and that, but this is a big one. Collision, North Perimeter, just at Fermor. And Phil, you'll never guess what lane the pileup is in. You love this term.
Oh, the hammer lane.
The hammer
What's a
lane.
hammer lane?
It's the one.
Really? I thought because someone mentioned it on the bone phone once. It was a trucker. Truckers use the term, I believe, more so than the rest of us.
Yeah.
But it's the passing lane.
Oh,
Passing.
okay.
You get to hammer
You
it.
get to hammer it, yeah.
And my brother's a trucker, long haul, so he uses it all the time. So it came up, and I'm like, the hammer lane. Doesn't everybody know what the hammer lane is?
Anyway, hopefully everybody's okay there, but
you were also telling us, Vicki, and I think we need to discuss this because ice cream came up off the when you brought it up. That where was this awesome burger you got again?
North Star Drive-In. They're just kind of a little place on McGregor.
Right.
But check them out, man. Their burgers are so good. But they had this Neapolitan milkshake on special as well. They had all the
man.
layers like strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
that's-
I didn't try it, but man, I should have.
Good.
it should say your parents' ice cream, though, because that's what it reminds me of. It came in a cardboard like container, and you'd open the top, and it'd be like a rainbow, right, of
Sectioned
the 3
off.
colors sectioned off. And
You
I'm
didn't
going,
like the Neapolitan?
I don't know. I wasn't. No, not really. But I grew up in a house where, we went with the cheaper vanilla. It was
Same.
like a 2-liter
Yeah.
pail, and it was yellow.
You weren't
Sure,
getting
yeah.
So
Lucerne?
there was no Yeah, probably
That's right,
something.
mine too.
And I think it even said made with seaweed or something in it.
And,
I don't know.
and then you keep the buckets, and those are like the throw-up
yes.
buttons buckets when you get sick.
I guarantee you that is why they were bought in the first place. Oh, well, listen, this will cover off their craving for ice cream, but we can reuse the buckets.
It's also a puke bucket. Awesome. And for Dad in the garage and everything else. And it was always freezer burnt because it was
Yes.
such a
Sure.
giant pail that it was in there for months.
Yeah, and you'd have to, if your parents were good enough to buy yourself one of those ice cream scoops, otherwise you're bending those spoons.
Oh, yeah.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
This is the Philly, Joe, and Vicki podcast.
You better take Halloween serious, Vicki, because in this room, it's serious.
Don't you guys just wear the same costumes every year?
Yeah.
Okay.
but
So
we-
I have to come up with that one costume that I'll wear every year.
Yeah, I like that
Okay.
idea,
All right.
actually.
Well, I've got some options at home. Maybe we'll put it to a vote closer to.
I love
People can pick
Halloween.
it.
I'm just not very creative when it comes to dressing up. But,
So you're always a pizza.
well, Big Slice. Yeah,
Big
that's
Slice,
the
yeah.
nickname.
And
It's
you're
not
always
just-
Mike O'Shea.
Always Coach O'Shea.
It's just not a pizza, though. Okay, it's like Vicki. It's The big slice.
It's a big slice of pizza, yeah.
You're
and
right.
It's an easy costume, right? Just throw it over his head. And
Yeah.
So I thought you would be, because you said you love Halloween,
I do. I
Vicki.
love it.
So I just from you saying that, I assumed you'd have some costume ideas already. And I know it's
They're
only
out now.
September 8th, but you said no idea, and you're not big on dressing up ideas?
Well, it's just that I never have anywhere to go for Halloween, and none of my friends want to go out for it, and it's just so why dress up? But back in the day, I'd make a costume every year.
Come by my
Elaborate.
house. I did shots last year.
Yeah.
I had the chocolate bars out for the kids, and
You want me trick or treating?
you want to come by for a drink? Come
this
by.
guy's house a party. Like, it's a block
believe
party
it.
in Joe's driveway. He's giving away cases of Coke, large pizzas.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It's like a warehouse.
Cases of Coke.
Well, come on in. Let me move the car out of the garage. Right behind there, there's a.
These poor kids.
These are just 2 liters I picked up.
They can't even carry their Halloween bags after
Just
they
full
go to
lasagnas.
Joe's.
Yeah.
If you can carry it, you can take it home. Go to the freezer section.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
40% of us, okay? That's a big number. 40% of us have secretly done this without our partner knowing.
780 City, 780 2484. Good morning. Go ahead with your guess.
Good morning. Can I have a lifeline, please?
Philly or Vicky?
Let's go with Philly.
DM'd with an X.
No. 40%. Holy cow, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Get some stories going. No.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's
No.
not so much you're lying. It's just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, it could be just something like,
Yes.
hey, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Or,
Did you hear this person? I
yeah,
don't know.
right.
Better
Move
left
back to
unsaid. Put it in that file
Sure.
sometimes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is it make a purchase?
Number 2, bought something
That's what I
without
was
them knowing.
thinking,
Yep. That's a good number, about 40%, I think. Yeah. I bought a new bowling ball. It says keep it in the closet.
People still buying bowling balls?
Very
Sure.
popular.
If you're a legit, serious bowler and you're in a league, you got your own ball, probably
I
with your
guess.
name on it. Like
When was the
Hammer.
last time you were in Play It Again Sports? Like, buy a used one. If you're just joining a league.
Amazing Corn Pass is on the line. Go ahead with your guess.
Good morning.
Hey, you got a guess for us?
Check it lifeline.
Philly or Vicky?
I'll take Vic.
40% of us, Vicky, have secretly done this without our partner knowing.
Gotten drunk?
No. No.
I've done that.
Oh, yeah. we all.
We all
Well,
have.
the guy's perspective is he's probably trying to take full advantage of that moment.
Yeah.
When he's drunk, he's not keeping that a secret.
Well,
but I
it's-
know what you're saying because I do know a couple of people that used to hide like a bottle or two around the house and
Or just
taking sips.
I only had a couple beers.
Yeah,
Yes.
Meantime, you had 11.
Lying about
they
the
come
number.
back a little later than usual,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
so they're already in bed. Yeah.
I only had 2 or 11, and I left my vehicle there. So, hi, City.
Good morning from the poor boys this morning.
Where are you guys working now? You still in T-Bay?
Yeah, still in TB. I think we got like 2 weeks out here yet.
Okay.
Wow.
You guys come up with a
Yeah,
guess?
coming. Well, some of us are a little split on answers, but I think I'm going to go with my own today.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I have no idea what your answers were prior, but I'm going to say some sort of financial purchase. They've made a purchase without the significant other knowing.
That was guessed at number 2, so you're right around the hunt. 40% of us have secretly done this without our partner knowing. Sorry.
All right, well, thanks, guys.
Okay, PB.
Yeah, stay safe.
Was
out
that
there.
number 4? It sounded like number 4.
Did he say 4 or 3? 3 gets through the most.
I like that there's kind of a
3.
gathering of the minds
Yeah.
to come up with the answer, too.
That's good. We're part of the coffee break. I love it. I'm going to throw out a clue here for everybody. Okay,
Please.
40% of us have secretly done this without their partner knowing. So bought something, we know that's on the board. Throwing out some of their stuff is on the
yeah.
board at number 3. But you got to sort of think this maybe be more for the dark side than the side of good. Okay, that
little
they're
dark.
doing this. Well, it's something they're really trying to keep from their mate, and it might have something to do with what you were saying, like a communication with an ex.
Aha, okay.
But the communication part.
Okay, yeah.
You think, hello, who's this? Is this
It's the PB3 again.
Boy,
How's it going?
Oh, my God.
PB3 twice from Thunder Bay?
Hey, yeah, you know what? The game's not over till it's over.
Apparently the work day either.
Exactly.
You got one for us?
All right. You know what? I'm going to go with my other one here. And has anyone said going through the other person's phone?
Oh.
Not going through their phone.
Okay.
Not going through their phone. That's a great guess, poor boy. 3.
Sounds like it's in the area.
Well, you know what? The radio presence is here. That's what we're here for. That's the game, guys. So.
Number 1 in T-Bay, thanks to you guys.
Thank you very much. Have a good one again.
You too. Thanks,
Cheers.
fellas.
So, yeah, you could use your phone for this.
Okay.
You could.
Yeah.
Vicky, do you think you know?
I might.
Okay.
I might.
Well, we went with Vicki. We went from to
Yeah.
I think I know.
You know I don't like to get overly confident in this game because sometimes it doesn't end well.
Hello, City.
Hey, is it watching the kind of videos that your partner might not want you watching?
No,
You
not
gotta
the videos.
Delete
but
that browser history.
Yeah.
Good guess, though.
Incognito.
Hello, City.
I'm going to go with you, Phil. You think you know?
I think I do. A burner account so
Hello.
that you can operate.
40% have a burner account?
40% of people have secretly, without their partner knowing, apparently opened a secret social media account. And it could
Whoa.
be one that maybe they just didn't let them know about. Maybe they're on TikTok without the person knowing. Maybe they've used a burner name or something. That number's really not that big when you think about
love
it.
when I figure it out. When you see a burner account commenting on something and it's so obvious, I love that.
Yeah.
They're always the cruelest
Oh,
comments.
yeah.
But some people will use it just to scope around maybe for
Yeah,
a
to
next.
troll.
Listen, my wife still doesn't know I'm on TikTok.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
On the text line, I still have faith in the Bombers. Remember 2019. Riders first, Calgary second, Bombers third. Hamilton was first in the East. Matt Nicholas. He means Matt Nichols, but that's fine. We knew what he meant. It's probably dictating the text. Matt Nichols got hurt. We traded for Zach. This year's just like 2019. Bombers will win the cup.
Well, it's interesting that they brought up 2019 because they picked up a banged up Zach Collaros in that deal. And anyway, the timing of it, the culture of it, and everything just turned this whole franchise around, and they win. And now we're looking at a situation that you have to know at 37 years of age, been out of the game twice already this year with what they called neck injuries. He's had head and neck injuries. And then, of course, former Bomber Milt Stiegel over the weekend commented about maybe Zach needing to retire just because of the trauma.
He leaned in hard. He said he doesn't think Zach should play another game.
And I'll tell you what, the one thing about Zach Collaros we've learned is the man gets up every time. It doesn't, like,
Is
it's
that
unbelievable.
the problem? Yeah.
Holy
He's
cow.
tough, and and a great bomber, and we'll wait for updates, right? No one wants to speculate where he's at, when he's going to be back. But if it is a long-term injury, you do have to wonder, will the Bombers look for another quarterback? You'd have to assume I don't know what's out there.
Well, Chris Treveler had a great opening game of the season. And the skill set just hasn't been up to snuff to win a lot of games, I think. Is that a fair statement so far?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. I think that's what the assessment has been from the Bomber faithful as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have been asking, is Terry Wilson, the third-string quarterback, worth a shot? We haven't seen much of him, so we don't really know. To give him a try right now because he's the young quarterback. I don't know. Who's out there for trade in the Canadian Football League? I don't know. But people have been speculating, well, we gave up on a couple of other people during the season.
Yeah.
So Wilson has to have some chops, I would think.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. They got back-to-back against a very good Hamilton team coming
More
up.
back-to-back now?
Well, it's a Canadian Football League now.
How many games left in the regular season?
Oh, don't ask
Not
me
many.
that. No, but we've got Saskatchewan one more time, Hamilton twice.
They're 6-6, so they've played 12. Don't they play 18?
Something like that.
So, I mean, there's lots of time, and 6-6.
No, for sure,
isn't horrible, but
it's going to be tough without Zach in the lineup and a questionable offensive line. Right?
Yes, 6 games left. I was just double checking
It's
that.
pretty tough. It's been a tough year.
I'll tell you what wasn't tough. the Banjo Bowl, actually the social event of it on Saturday.
Oh, no.
It was great being out with you guys. That was a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Had a great time. As I mentioned earlier, the plan was to get into the Pinnacle Lounge there, right, and have a great time for a bit, and then we were supposed to go see some other people. I think the section was 125, 126, somewhere around there. It's a simple corner.
I'm a
and
mess.
somehow it was like all of a sudden we're in some steeplechase. We ended up in the Rum Hut, which was the farthest point from the exit we were leaving. But
That's
somehow
the
we
power
managed.
of the Rum Hut.
Oh,
now.
yeah. That's the power of Banjo. Well, that's the power of Bomber games.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, I'm a mess at those games, and I don't mean like wasted. I just mean there's so much socializing
Great.
that it's people keep coming into the Pinnacle Lounge. And they're like, "Are you two ever going to go to your seats?" And you too, Vicki, you were getting a little bit of that too. Like, and we're like, "Wow, we're planning on it, but who knows? Go Bombers!"
And then the next thing you know, you're going, "Wow, like." How did we end up at this social? Like, there's always...
And what happened in the game?
Yeah.
That's right. Is the game over? It's fourth quarter already. That happens, though, where you're like, it's the fourth quarter? Holy, we should really watch a bit more of this game.
Well, we didn't, like, you were in line for beers early. We didn't see it for 25 minutes.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Did you really find a 24-hour KFC?
Yes, I'm going to thank Live Hall Ray for pointing it out, and then I Googled the one on Pembina by the same time. 24 hours.
Wow.
Tomorrow.
They don't do breakfast, do they?
What Phil said he wanted a 10-piece of chicken. What more do you want for breakfast?
You're right. Yeah.
Joe's the best. I'm getting some tomorrow.
We're going to get it. I'm going to buy you guys some breakfast from KFC tomorrow.
Put an egg on it.
No, whatever it has, it's having gravy on it because that's how this started. But you want an egg, we'll get you an egg.
Well, you
want the chicken before the egg or the egg before the chicken?
Surprise me.
I'm going with the chicken.
You always bring in the protein pancakes, which smell up this room wonderfully. You could just slap a piece of chicken in between the pancakes.
That's true.
Like chicken and waffles. How good is
You know what?
chicken and waffles?
That's not a bad idea, but I'm just going to stick with the chicken and fries.
And gravy.
They have the pickle things now.
Yeah, Phil
the
wants a
pickle Pepsi.
Phil.
Not a pickle Pepsi. I mean, they have it, but I don't want it.
You want a pickle sandwich or whatever
I'll
they're
take
serving?
the pickle-flavored chicken. I guess it would be a Big Crunch.
I guess so.
Well, that's what it started, but the Big Crunch is on sale today, somebody else said. $5.
Someone's saying that
paying full price tomorrow.
KFC on Regent and Panet is open 24 hours. See, these
What a time to be like, hey, Inkster McPhillips too.
24 hours?
How lucky are we?
As much as I have a craving for chicken for breakfast tomorrow, I don't know about 3 in the morning or 4. I guess it depends.
It's
Depends
an
what you're
investment.
doing, yeah.
It's certainly an investment, like a bucket of chicken. It's right because you're
I
not
don't think
making
I can
plans.
do a bucket tomorrow. You want me to bring a bucket in for the staff?
Well, we'll make a dent.
Communal bucket?
We'll make a dent in the bucket and then give it to the rest of the staff. The rest of the staff.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Get about 3 or 4
I'll
large
tell you,
gravies.
You haven't seen that since you've driven by the Brady landfill when they've got the seagulls flying by when you've seen this stuff.
Oh, God. Get ready. If especially.
You haven't seen it yet, Vicki, but when there's food that comes in here and it makes its way out to the office part.
I work in radio. You don't think
Yeah,
I've seen
true,
that?
true,
You don't think
true.
I've heard the elephant
Yeah.
herd down
Oh,
the
yeah.
hallway when that email goes out?
We've got 2 buildings, though, that are attached by a walkway here. There's people that'll come from the other side.
You've never seen him before.
There's
No.
people you thought retired that suddenly show up for the free food. It's insanity.
So when you order that bucket, how many pieces are we actually buying now? We got to think about more people.
I think a 30 is reasonable. What do you think?
Oh, yeah,
Let's get the family meal, the party pack.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicki, lock it into 92.1 City weekday morning 6 to 10.